I wonder if I should say something. Somebody should say something. One of these days he's gonna fall and break his neck. Nah, he'll probably just get mad. Hey, Charlie!
Jack, come on in. Have a seat. I know you've got things to do today, but this is kind of important. Well, here's the thing, Jack. I couldn't help notice a little while ago, just after you passed me out on the floor this morning, I couldn't help notice how you stopped when you saw Charlie up on the ladder. That was a dangerous situation. And I noticed that you didn't say anything to him, and I was wondering why. I'm pretty sure you were thinking about saying something to him, but for some reason you didn't. And that's what I want to talk about. What is it that keeps us from approaching our coworkers about unsafe behavior? Let's think about that for a moment. What do you think it is?
Who died and made you boss?
You take care of you, and I'll take care of me. How about that?
What are you, some kind of wuss?
When you've been on the job as long as me, then you can give me advice.
I already have a mother. Thanks for caring.
Yeah, maybe that's why. So maybe what we need to do here is focus on how we approach our coworkers with safety concerns and what we might expect their responses to be. To be perfectly honest, most of us could probably use a little help in that area. Let's take, for example, Charlie up on his ladder there this morning. How do you think you might have approached him in a constructive way, in a way that might get him to change his behavior?
Hey, Charlie!
Yeah?
Sure hope you know how to fly, man!
What a dope.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, Charlie!
Yeah?
How do you feel about gravity, man?
Oh, a college graduate.
Probably not.
Hey, Charlie!
What?
You're gonna break your neck one of these days! Then I'm gonna ask Janet out!
Yeah, good luck with that.
Definitely not. You see, the thing is, you don't want to make somebody feel like a fool. You don't want to make them feel stupid or like they're being judged. It just puts them on the defensive from the get-go. In my experience, I've found there are 4 very important things to keep in mind when you talk to somebody about safety issues. First off, you want to stay positive. Secondly, you want to show them that you're really concerned about their welfare. Thirdly, you want to be perfectly clear about the possible consequences of their behavior. And finally, you want to be specific about the problem. So, let's give this another shot.
Hey, Charlie!
Yeah?
Hey, let me get you a taller ladder, man!
Nah, it'll just take a second.
Really, Charlie? I'm afraid you're gonna fall one of these days!
What's he saying? That I don't know what I'm doing? Well, I'm not gonna fall, Jack. Haven't yet, and I don't plan to.
Well, nobody plans on it, Charlie. It'd be rough around here without you, man. Who'd play second base, George? I mean, even if you never fell, the rest of the guys around here see you up there and think they can do the same thing.
I'm not gonna fall. What does he think? He's my dad? I'm not gonna fall, Jack.
Look, you shouldn't be standing on top of the ladder like that anyway. Let me get a taller one.
I'm almost done. Yeah, well, it's a lot of hassle for a couple minutes work.
Well, maybe, but what kind of hassle is a broken leg, Charlie? Or a broken back, or worse?
Well, okay. Maybe that's sort of a point. I'll give him that one. Yeah.
I'll get the ladder.
Yeah, okay. Jack,
Yeah.
thanks.
Next time, get your own ladder.
So, what do you think? Better? Yeah, I think so. So what happened here? You were positive. You showed Charlie you were actually concerned about him. You talked about the downside or consequences of Charlie working unsafely, and you were specific about the problem and how to correct it. Good job. You see, there's a right way and a wrong way. Let's think of another scenario. Let's say Sandy and Tony, both pretty strong personalities. And let's imagine Sandy's walking through the plant, and she's really in a hurry to get something done. She comes upon Tony.
He is such a slob. I don't have time for this. Jeez, Tony. This makes my son's room look like a centerfold in House Beautiful. Look at this dump. And I don't know what that stuff is, but somebody could slip on it and fall.
What a witch. Yeah, well, then somebody should look where they're going.
Oh, good answer, Tony. I guess somebody should expect Tony's area to be a pigsty. Oh, did I say pigsty? I'm sorry. That's an insult to pigs, and I really don't have time for this.
Nah, your broom's probably double parked.
Yeah, I don't see Sandy winning the Nobel Peace Prize with that approach. So what happened? Well, she was angry, so she insulted Tony by comparing him to a farm animal. Nothing positive there, certainly not for the pig. Nothing specific, no concern, no consequences. And now they're both annoyed and nothing was accomplished. It is like a session of Congress. I think we've got to give her a great big goose egg for that effort. But I also think we should give her another chance.
He is such a slob. I don't have time for this. I better make time. Hey, Tony, did you notice the spill here?
Yep. No. I'm blind.
Well, gee, Tony, I really don't...
Hey, look, I'm busy here. I haven't had time to clean it up yet.
It's pretty dangerous, Tony. Somebody could really get hurt.
Yeah, well, I guess someone should look where they're going. Don't tell me how to run my station. It's not even that big of a spill.
Listen, I'll go get something to clean it up. Would you keep an eye on it until I get back? I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Sandy's right. This isn't her responsibility. It's mine. Hey, Sandy.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got it.
Bingo. It was nip and tuck there for a minute, but Sandy stayed positive. She showed concern, she defined the hazards and the consequences, and she was specific about the remedy. And because she resisted the impulse to go negative, Tony couldn't help seeing how wrong he was. Olive branches and kudos for Sandy. I think we're on a roll here. Let's take one more example to make sure we're getting the hang of things. How about Larry and Cheryl? That should be interesting.
I gotta get these orders out. I'll talk to him later. Nah, I better do this now.
Larry! Hey, Larry!
What's up?
Your driving is ridiculous. You need to slow down and use your horn.
What's the big deal? You see anybody around here, Sheriff? There's nobody here.
Oh, do I look like a nobody to you?
Pretty much, yeah. I'd like to see her drive one of these. Hey, look. I knew you were in the office. I'm not stupid. I know where everybody is when I'm using the lift.
Oh, really? Well, that's not what I'm hearing. People are always talking about how they have to be on the lookout because the way you drive, you just come out of nowhere.
I knew people were talking behind my back.
Really, Larry, you need to slow down and use your horn. Husband. Dang, you drive like my husband.
Her husband? Who'd marry her? Her husband. I'd have to see that marriage certificate.
Yeah, the husband thing. I'm thinking that's not the best thing to bring up. Cheryl made a number of unfortunate choices here, and right now Larry's probably not giving a nickel's worth of thought to driving safely. You see, Cheryl was not only not positive, she got personal with Larry, not to mention insulting. I suppose the worst thing about Cheryl's approach was that she was dragging other people into the mix and making Larry think everybody's talking about him behind his back. Something like that puts a wall between Larry and his co-workers. You can't have a safe workplace without a sense of trust and team spirit. All in all, Cheryl's message was pretty negative, and I'm pretty sure ineffective. I think she can do better.
Hey, Larry. Larry!
What's up?
Well, a few things. I really think you need to slow down here, Larry.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You'll still get the work done, even if you slow down a bit. And you know you should use your horn before you come to a corner.
What's the big deal? Do you see anybody around here? There's nobody here, Sheriff.
I'm here, Larry.
Hey, look, I knew you were in the office. I'm not stupid. I know where everybody is when I'm using the lift.
Larry, people get hurt around these trucks all the time, and you really don't know where everybody is all the time.
I've never had an accident, Sheriff.
And let's hope it stays that way, Larry, but I don't want you to get hurt, and we both know how bad you'd feel if you hurt somebody else.
I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
Think about it, Larry. Think about it.
Have a delicious New Year. Party
I
season
know I
is
drive
Chick-fil-A
maybe a
catering
little too
season.
fast sometimes, maybe. And she's right about not knowing where everybody is all the time.
Come on, Larry. Would you just slow down and watch out for the rest of us?
She's right. I should back off some.
All right?
Yeah. Sorry, Sheriff. You got a point.
Appreciate it, Larry.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, there it is, Jack. You got it right, Sandy got it right, and Cheryl, she got it right too. You saw unsafe behavior and you spoke up in a positive and effective way. Remember, be prepared for a little flack. It's pretty natural for people to be a little sensitive when they're approached about a safety issue. I mean, they probably already know they aren't following the guidelines. They know they're not working safely. So when you bring it up to them, they might get a little defensive and maybe a little offensive too. But don't let that throw you. Stay positive and keep your emotions out of it. Show your coworkers that you care about them, that you have their welfare in mind. Make sure they understand what the hazards are and what the consequences of working unsafely are. And be specific. Give them a solid example, and don't wait for 3 days to do it. Take your earliest opportunity. You want to do it before something happens. Oh, and keep all these things in mind when the shoe is on the other foot. Keep your emotions under control if somebody comes to you with a safety issue or concern, even if they're not very tactful. They're really expressing a concern about your welfare. The issue here is safety. You see, it's all about clear and effective communication. That's the key to a safe workplace. Oh, wow, look at the time. Well, I know you got some things piling up, Jack, and so do I. But this was important, and I think we accomplished something here. What do you think?
I'll get the ladder.
Yeah, okay. Jack,
Yeah.
thanks.
Hey, Sandy.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got it.
She's right. I should back off some.
All right?
Yeah. Sorry, Sherry. You got a point.
Appreciate it, Larry.